Welcome to Power Plays Palace, man. Man, it is Thursday morning. Let's get to it. All right. So yesterday, what we were looking for is if SPY was going to reclaim the long above 709.73. We were looking at an entry at 709.80, 710.40, with our stop below 708.20, with our targets being 711, 711.27, and 713.80. We also had a rejection short near 709.30 and 709.73. If it went to that area and rejected, we were looking for entry on 709.30, 710. And if with our stop loss set at 711.20, our targets being 708, 706.80, and 705.50. So let's look at the SPY chart from yesterday. As you can see, it had a very interesting day yesterday of going somewhat, in my opinion, I call this sideways after it made the initial move. It opened up right here at 709.19 and came down to 708.23 before it pushed up to 710, 64, 65. Kind of stayed in this area, $1.50 range for most of the rest of that morning. Then it pulled back here, slow grind. And with these contracts, 708.80 area. And then it worked its way back to the 7010s, then back 709. And it did that, formed a nice little W pattern here and popped up. And it ended the day right here at 711.19, passing, creating a new high today. But it did all that at the end of the day, right here after 3 o'clock, when it went down and tested this 709 and it moved up. And then overnight, you can see it was in this area consistently. Then it dropped below the VWAP, pushed up this morning after it went down to 706.91, establishing that pre-market low, and then worked this way to 711.19, and now it's working way back down. It's in the 710 range, which is the same general range it was in yesterday, $1 to $2 range. So it wasn't really a big move, but it was a move. So depending on how you played it yesterday, you could have been successful. But as far as my chart level go, it reached the 711 area at the end of the day, and it pulled back right at the beginning of the market, but it wasn't really much going on the put side. So overall, yesterday, I'll say it was about a pretty steady day. If you look at it on a larger time frame, it'll look like everything kind of going sideways, consolidating. That's the kind of day it was yesterday. So that's what we have. So let's look at what we have for today. And you can see what SPY is doing in the pre-market. So the pre-market high right now is 711.19. With the entry, we'll be looking at 711.20, 711.80. With a stop below 709.80. Targets being 712.80, 714.50, and 717. And on the put side, if we get a rejection short near the 710.80, 711 area, we'll be looking for entry around 710.80, 711.50, with a little, if it stalls out, with a stop above 712.80. With our targets being 709.20, 708.20, and 706.94. And if that happens, then that means it went up, tested the high areas, and then it pulled back. So, that's what we'll be looking at today. Of course, we'll be looking at the VWAP and things like that during the course of the day, just to see how the price action and the chart is moving with that. But we'll be looking at the levels and let the levels determine where we go. And so in the meantime, that's our trade plan for today. And if anything I say in this video is helpful to you, man, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a comment or remark on the actual video and information, please do, and I will respond to that. Also, like I say all the time, we trade every day at Power Plays, the Discord. So if you would like to come over and trade, we're actually in the live during the day. We have more than just, playing the spy or drawing out the spy. We have other things that we do in the group that I think you would enjoy. It's free to join, so come on over and join and help us all become better traders. And that's what the goal is ultimately, is to be better at trading and be more consistent with it. And so that's it for today. This is your boy, man, with Power Plays Palace. Now, get out there, get you some good trades in, get you a couple dollars, and then call it a day. And if you don't like what you see in the market, don't trade, man. Have a good day. We out.